back in 1994, I had an epiphany. I was sitting on a plane and doing a weekly review with my paper planner. And I was, as will usually happen, if you actually start going through, looking at all your projects and all your actions and catching up and your calendar and looking ahead, and just doing all that good operational kind of debriefing and postmortems as well as look ahead for yourself, invariably you start running down all kinds of creative rabbit trails. And so I was thinking of this, and that's reminding me of this, and I'm flipping over here, and I'm taking this note, and oh, I go over here, and I forgot where I left off. And I said, software would remember. And at that point, I realized that the computer would beat the brain. And simply because it could keep track linearly of where you were in some of these sophisticated processes and not have your mind have to be that labor intensive to figure out where it was. Fast forward, the eProductivity team actually built in the weekly review for exactly that purpose, so that you could sit down and walk yourself through. And this is not some theoretical, this might work. There's a hard-baked and thousands of hours of real time with real people in the real trenches to know what very specifically are the things I need to look at. First, what do I need to now look at? Where do I need to go to it? And so what eProductivity did was build in that process, but not just as some sidebar event. Eric and the team have built it in so that as you're doing your review, they're bringing the real data to you right there. So you can literally do the work, you can literally run down the rabbit trails, and literally come right back to where you left off and keep going through the whole process. You can also keep score and all kinds of cool, fun things if you want. So there's lots of add-on features there, if the weekly review is not yet a habit, that make it a lot easier for it to become a habit. But it's a fabulous piece of the software. That's one of the things I love about it, is I now don't have to remember what I have to remember, what I have to think about, which I need to think about. See, one of the things that people start to get into GTD, they think everything can be automated. Well, that's true, except thinking. Thinking cannot be automated, but you can automate the model and the format of your thinking. And that's what the weekly review has done. So believe me, I use it absolutely. It's like, wow, I don't have to sit there and try to remember what I need to think about next. I'll walk myself through it.